We saw about compilation, right? So if you recall, compilation is the process of converting a high-level program into an object file. And along the way, if there are any mistakes in your punctuation and the grammar of the language, you will get compilation errors. But once the compilation is completely through, it doesn't mean the program is ready to execute yet, right? So you still have to go through the process called as linking. Okay, again, this is part of the life cycle of a program wherein you would want to reuse functions that are written elsewhere and then combine them into our program and invoke it. But then somebody has to produce or provide the executable, the machine language for those functions that are defined elsewhere. So that process of bringing in the binary equivalent of these instructions, which are written by somebody else, which are available somewhere else, into your own executable is called as linking. Okay, so linking is essentially the process of integrating all the functions and producing the executable. Okay, so let's see how that happens in our program. Okay. Now this is our program. So if I compile and execute, right, in a single go, so you will see that this is going to, do nothing. So right now, in order to see some visual output, I'm going to go back and put our hello world back again. Okay. And let us compile and run one more time. Now you will see the hello world is displayed on the bottom right. Okay, so here the process of compilation and execution, linking and execution is happening together. Okay, just to show you only the compilation part versus the linking part, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make any grammar error or punctuation error. I'm going to simply rename the main function with some random name there. Okay. So now let us see what happens when I try to click on the run button, which again is going to compile, is going to link and then try to execute all in one go. Okay. So when I do this, right, so I would like to draw your attention to the messages window. Okay. So let me show you there. Right. So when you see here, it says that the compilation has been quite successful because there are no compilation errors, right? So I didn't make any punctuation error. Right? So everything is correct as per the rules of the C programming language. However, okay, what you will see is that it shows an additional message called, as main is not a valid function. So what it is telling you is that I'm trying to link, but there is something which you have written which is quite silly, and as part of this, it says that I don't know what this is. So which means that it doesn't know. It is looking for a main function, but it is not finding it anywhere. So this essentially is happening as part of my linking process, because of which I'm not able to produce the executable, which also means that without the executable we cannot run. So we are not seeing any output in the console area. Okay, so let us just quickly go back and fix that. Okay, so I'm going to fix that by going back and correcting the spelling error that we made. I'm going to just call it main and I will run, and you will notice we are back, right? So all the errors that we saw earlier, right? So this is okay. And then it has created the executable. So it is loading the executable, and the executable has displayed the necessary output. So we have gone through the entire life cycle without any problem. So this is called as the linking process, which leads to the creation of the executable.